Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito, the greatest superhero podcast on the sacred timeline. My name's Darien,
My name's Landon.
and today we have a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, and we got games. So you name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been? Our
Been good.
101st episode. First episode past
101st.
100.
Yes. Thank you everybody for joining our 100th stream. That was great. Super fun to do. But you doing all right? All right. I
Yeah.
got nothing really crazy. Just Spider-Man 2 is coming out this week as we
Oh
are
yeah.
recording. Super excited
Um,
about that, of course.
I could talk about this. I mean, we got a pretty crazy opportunity. Um,
Oh yes.
coming up in a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
Two
Week and a
weeks.
half, something like that. Anyway, on the 25th, we're gonna get to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie early, which is very first early screening ever.
Not what we expected it to be, but
No,
it will be.
but I guess I'm here for it. I mean, I want to see it anyway, but
Yeah.
that's good. We get to write an early review and have that ready for when the embargo lifts.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. We got that coming up on the 25th. I guess there's the extra beef. The 25th is when the Spider-Man 2 extra beef comes out. The week after that would have been a wheel movie, but I might scrap that and just make it the FNAF review because it would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, really not much else though for me other than playing some Spider-Man games and
Yeah.
anticipating.
I
I
am
watched some
too.
things.
I now Ace, you been spoiled at all? I just
No, I haven't seen any spoilers other than the suits, but I don't count those as spoilers.
yeah, yeah.
I just count
I
that as
I
like
well I do because I'm a real one. So
spoilers are story stuff. Suits are like, oh cool, I can't wait to use that one and I get in the game.
no, no, suits are okay. Okay, this
But
is
I do
something
gotta be
because
honest, the screenshot was so blurry of the suits that I really don't know what else in the game.
I saw them, but I didn't really.
I know some of them.
I've seen a couple. Um, just due to just me asking. I know a couple, just me asking questions like, okay, I just gotta know is this one at least in it or something.
Yeah.
Now I have been. I'm currently playing some Spider-Man games right now. Mainly the I just platinumed Edge of Time, and I like to platinum all my Spider-Man games before Spider-Man 2 comes out. So, but
You think you'll
I'm
be able
just
to
one
do that?
away. I got one to do. I got one
I
game
got you.
left to do, and it's only two trophies. It's the Amazing Spider-Man. I have to do unlock all the character concept art, which I have to take pictures of a couple of enemies, which isn't much. It's only like 25 of them, and I already got half of them done.
Couple.
So I'm going on it, and I got to beat the game on hard, and that's it. And
Gotcha.
I think the game's relatively short from what I remember.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
all I've been doing.
Yeah. I watched, and I know you did, watched an episode of a show which we will be reviewing right now.
Lucky
Let's go ahead and
too.
get on into that. What?
Wait, I watched Lucky too.
Yeah. I
Oh,
said
you said I
you did.
did.
I said you did too.
Oh, I said you did it. I was like, what? What do you
No,
mean I did it? I didn't do a
I
rewatch,
know
and
you
that's what.
did. I did a rewatch. I did do that.
Yeah, I didn't do one.
Um, I okay. So let's get on into our Loki season 2, episode 2 review. So spoilers for episode 2, Loki season 2, titled "Breaking Brad." W title, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay. So this episode just starts like that. Um, kind of threw me off for at least half of the episode when I first watched it. Um, I felt that because of that, the pacing at the beginning for me on first watch now. I'm going to be referring to both like my second watch too, because it was significantly better on that.
yeah.
Because I guess I understood, like, okay, I guess I knew where it started at and wasn't as confused. So I was like, I could actually fully like sit here like, okay, what's going on? What like
I,
stuff, and I
I could
liked it
really
better.
enjoy this.
Yeah. because it was just
Yeah.
like confusing. I mean, did you agree? It was like it kind of just started. It felt like
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I was like, what the heck? It's like I'm like, we're just going straight into this. Like, who's this guy? It was weird.
Yeah, and X5, Hunter X5 is who they're going after in London in 1977. Hunter X5 was in the first episode. He was the dude who was like a kind of being a prick in the war
Yeah,
room and
yeah,
tried to prune Loki. Um, he at the end of the episode, last episode, we know all the TVA people, General Docs and all her people, went out to go find Sylvie. Well, Hunter X5 found Sylvie, but then he decided to stay on the branch and live out his life. That's Brad Wolf, movie star.
it
Um,
was it was Brad. What?
Brad Wolf. Um, but yeah, he. I'm trying to think. I literally just watched it like 4 hours ago. Um, so yeah, they get to London's Mobius and Loki and B-15, but she shows up for like a couple of scenes.
Yeah,
Um, they're there and they're talking to him, and he tries to run. Loki's got a lot of good scenes in this episode.
oh yeah.
Um, and Loki chases after him. He does like the Tom Cruise run. I don't know if you saw that. He was
I
running
didn't
like
do
Tom Cruise.
that.
Um,
That's, I was like, what are you doing? Tom Cruise right now?
yeah,
Weird.
you get the jacket flapping. Anyway, um, he's running after X5. X5 basically evading all stuff. X5 runs into this big group of people on the street. They're kind of poking fun at him. He swings at one of them, and turns out they all freeze, and they're all Loki, um, illusions or whatever. Then Loki shows up, and he he uses his powers to knock the Tempad out of X5's hands. X5 has a line where he's like, um, you could at least fight fair and not use magic. And then it zooms in on Loki, and Loki goes, "This isn't a fair fight."
Mhm.
And I love how cocky Loki is. It's probably one of my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
parts.
oh yeah.
But he,
Loki doing villain stuff is like peak. It's
yeah.
so good.
And then basically we get to the alleyway. Loki's like duplicated himself. There's get some shadow play going on. The shadows grow the Loki horns, and they grab him. Um, and then Mobius shows up. He's like, a little over the top, don't you think? And he said, I thought it was spot on. And then that's where the episode starts. Kind of a very cold opening, I guess.
Oh yeah, very
Cold
very
and
cool.
confusing open. But
It was great. I
it
loved it.
felt like this is the first MCU show that never had any reshoots.
Yeah,
And I felt like they could have done a reshoot just to add something for, but
yeah.
hey, I mean,
It didn't feel like just I don't know, just
yeah.
unexpected. I don't know. Hard to describe.
Unfortunately, I mean, fortunately, throughout the episode, the pacing gets a little bit better, I think. But just the beginning, it was just a lot to understand. But anyway, we get X5 is brought into the TVA, and he's going to be interrogated by Mobius, Loki, and B-15. Mobius tells him not don't let him get under your skin. He's a jerk, all this stuff. Um, he X5 goes off on all of them, talking to Loki, right, and telling him like, "Oh, you're responsible for B. All these like responsible for Mobius, B-15, your mother, and all this stuff." And when he mentions his mother, like the music got all tense, and I was like, "Loki's about to beat this man." Like,
Oh, yeah, the death. Yeah.
doesn't happen. I don't really like the acting in the show. I said the same thing about the first season. I think all of the cast in this show are great actors.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, and then so you got, and he looks over at Mobius. Well, Loki actually he calls Loki a villain. That's like a big thing that drives Loki in this episode. Loki's like acting like a villain, kind of trying to scare him, and which is really cool. And so, like we said, it's always good seeing Loki trying to be a villain again. We haven't seen it in a while, so pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Definitely been a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, he starts saying something to Mobius about how he's X5 says something to Mobius about how he's a nobody. So Mobius slaps him, punches him or something. He calls him a silly little man.
Got him there.
Yeah, and then he storms out of the room. Loki's trying to follow him. Um, they get to
Yeah,
somewhere, and he's like, "Where are we?" And he was like, "I don't know. I was following you." He was like, "Mobius, I was clearly behind you." And then they're
yeah.
in the pie room.
The best room
Yeah, a lot of
I've ever.
fake looking key lime pie.
Oh,
Um,
I saw this episode ever since then. I've wanted key lime pie.
Hey, me too. To be honest.
Like I don't know what it is.
Um, but yeah, they're in there. They got a really cool. I don't know why people were hating on this scene. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, "What is wrong with this scene?" Like, there's just
Oh,
two dudes sitting
there.
down, talking and eating pie together. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I don't.
They're
I
just like
don't know.
disgusting. Yeah. Mobius like I have no interest and want to know what my life was on the timeline and all that. And Loki tells him about the Battle of New York and how he threw Tony Stark out of the building out of just pure rage and not really
Yeah,
like tactical. Um, and he this whole thing going on and they're just talking, eating, and whatnot. And they want to do something mischievous because Loki's the god of mischief. And
yeah,
so they have a new plan. They go back in the room. They bring this machine in. I don't necessarily know what it is. All I know is it creates like bubbles or blocks around things that can like just crunch it. I
yeah,
don't know the
yeah.
crunchy
Correct.
block thing. um, anyway, and anyway, Loki's like, "Oh, you forgot the controller." Mobius walks out. Loki shuts the door behind him, and then he gets some villainous stuff. He's gonna basically torture him, and he kind of does.
Yeah,
And it's all part of the plan. He tells them that they found Sylvie, and they're gonna make X5 bring him to her. Off to the side during all this, OB is here, right? And he's given the TIM pad that X5 had, and there's a funny line where he's trying to make the thing to fix the loom, because it's still malfunctioning, and
yeah.
which seems like that's gonna be the plot of the series, it seems. But he's making the thing to fix the loom, and they bring him the TIM pad, and he says, "Do you think this is of more importance than a temporal meltdown?" And they were like, "No, you keep working on that." I just love, I love Kiko Kwan, like just the way he like,
Oh, right. He's always good wherever he's in.
yeah, like you got the scene later on, which is a good transition. Well, he goes to the loom and he tries to plug it in. And it says that his temporal aura is wrong. Like he needs a certain temporal aura to open the blast doors. And then so when B-15 and Casey, that's who it is, because they're looking for Casey. I can't remember exactly what, but um, they walk into the place and you hear OB screaming, "We're all gonna die!" And
He's
I
like,
don't know,
what? He's
the
like, oh, we're
perfect
all gonna
voice.
die.
It's like the perfect voice for that.
Oh yeah.
Um, but they need He Who Remains temporal aura, but he's dead. And so if they had Miss Minutes, they'd be able to open the blast doors, but she's not there. She's working with Renslayer. And this whole time Casey is being tasked with trying to get a ping on Renslayer's temp pad, but that's not working. The last message sent from it was from Miss Minutes, and that's how they knew that they were working together. Um, but anyway, we have that. Casey wants to get his TVA guidebook signed by OB. Um, and then let's see. So they get okay, back to Loki and them. They get to McDonald's, right? We saw at the end of the last episode. Go in there, Sylvie's there. You get a conversation between Sylvie and Loki, and they're kind of just discussing stuff, you know. And Mobius and X5 are inside. Mobius finds out the X5 got to that timeline to prune it because that was the plan of all those people, of the TVA agents, we're gonna basically bomb all the branches and kill hundreds of billions of people.
Yeah.
Um, and so they go to where all this is happening at, where they're setting the Docs and all our crew are setting up all the bombs. They stop most of it, but not all of it, and billions of people die. And it's very somber, like moment. They're just like sitting there staring at all the branches just kind of like disintegrating. And Sylvie got mad at him at Loki. She left.
Mhm.
And then gosh, what did the episode end on? Oh yeah, it ended on Sylvie just sitting on the truck outside of the McDonald's playing with He Who Remains little like disc thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the end of the episode. Kind of a filler.
Yeah. But yeah.
It pushed along. It's a plot point that was needed to go through the rest of the show, but they stretched it out a lot.
Oh
But I
yeah.
get it
Definitely.
because really this episode could have been 20 minutes long, but I don't think anyone would have liked that. So I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. On the second rewatch, I enjoyed this episode a lot more than I originally did.
Mm.
Um, they still got me so far. I'm still here. enjoying everything so far. Um, I think we'll see Kang next episode. Because at the end at the end they got a hit on Renslayer's Tempad.
Yeah.
And we know from the trailer, I think Renslayer is in the same place that Victor Timely is, and so is Miss
Yes.
Minutes. So I'm pretty sure that whole thing with the Victor Timely's like little show he does or whatever. I think that's next episode. Um,
Yep. I
so he'll
mean,
probably be,
so next episode we will see him. I know
yeah.
everybody was,
He's supposed to be in 4 episodes, and we've already been through 2, so the 6 episodes got to be the next 4. He's be in all of them then.
I know you were telling me that that everybody was saying episode 4 was the best. Is that correct?
Yeah. So what I've seen, they didn't get to see episodes 5 and 6, but
Yeah.
this is what I've heard. Episode 1, the order goes from best to worst. 4, 3, 1, 2, from what they saw. So this was the so-called worst one, even though this wasn't really that bad.
So
But I mean,
the next 2 are going to be peak. Okay.
apparently, episode 4 is apparently has one of the craziest things ever seen in a Marvel Disney Plus show. So we'll see about that. But from what I heard about 5 and 6, I did hear this today. 5 and 6 apparently has something that's going to affect the MCU in a whole entirety, and will directly feed into something that will be explored further in the Marvels.
Okay.
So I'm thinking some kind of incursion is going to happen or something. I don't know, but I forgot that movie comes out in like literally less than a month, and I'm just like, it's the first Marvel movie in a while. Then I'm just like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
watch it. I mean, all right.
Yeah, I guess I was.
I mean, I'm slightly, I'm like not excited. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm like not, because like I don't know. It doesn't seem like the story really is like that interesting. Other than like the cool power switching place, that's interesting. But
I just care about Maria. Not Maria.
and Kamala,
Come on, no, not Kamala. I just
Monica,
want
and you don't care about Kamala? Come on,
Marvel. That's it.
yeah, Kamala is Ms. Marvel. What are you talking?
Oh, dude, I think about Carol, dude. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, then Nick Fury's in it. Apparently, the Skrull Emperor that was mentioned in Secret Invasion, he's in it. And I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, somebody that can use the Bifrost is in it as well, so that'd be interesting. We're going to talk later though about the predicted box office for the movie, because that came out today. But yeah, those Loki season 2, episode 2. What do you rate this out of 10? We gave the last one a 10.
Yeah. This is kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I think 7's too small.
I want
Or
to say,
I mean,
I want to say, I mean, first watch for me, first watch, I would have probably said a 7.5. Second watch, I'm gonna probably go with an 8.
I'm gonna.
I'll probably go with 8. Yeah, 8 sounds good. Because it was good. It was still better than most other Disney Plus show episodes, but it's better than all of Secret Invasion.
I'm gonna stick with I'll say 7.5.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently there's a W next week, so we'll excited for that. Thursday nights at 9, if you guys are unaware. Happy, I like the new time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely do as well.
Yeah. So right, that is Loki season 2, episode 2. Let's move on. Got some news here. Werewolf by Night in color is coming out next Friday. Or this Friday, you guys are seeing this. There was a little trailer that released for it. It looked like what I expected. I mean, kind of the classic color looking, like Technicolor, not Technicolor. Oh God, what was it called? What the old color used? Was it Technicolor?
Kind
I
of.
can't remember. I can't remember what it was. It's the same coloring that like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was made after.
Yeah, I believe it.
And Wizard of Oz. Yeah, it looks like that. But yeah, they it's basically just a colorized version of Werewolf by Night. I mean, it looked good. I mean, Werewolf by Night was a W.
Yeah.
So I mean, I honestly should rewatch it. It's Halloween time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll rewatch it with the color, but I feel like I'm just gonna love the.
I mean, yeah, black and white.
Yeah, I just love the black and white.
Yeah. But I mean, it's something to put out, I guess, while the strike's going on. You don't really have a can't really put out a special right now. They haven't filmed anything,
Yeah.
and so why not? But yeah, it comes out next Friday. There was a poster they released for it, and it was pretty cool. Um, that's all I know so far.
So it's all I know. I got you.
Um, all right. Next, Deadpool 3. Well, apparently, I doubt this, but Deadpool 3 is expected to keep its current release date of May 3rd, 2024, but as long as the actor strike ends soon, which I doubt it will be ending soon based off of the news from this past week.
Yeah, no doubt it as
It's
well.
probably going to be another 50 days. It's probably beginning of next year before the actor strike finishes. So, let's see.
That's weird. They got I feel like they're all like they would be going out of their way. It's like, man, those writers, but good thing we get them out.
Yeah.
That's hurry
But
get act good, as
yeah,
well.
but this is the first meeting the actors have had with the studios. And apparently, I think, or second, but first, like, true meeting. And apparently the offer that they were brought was worse than the first one. And it still had the AI stuff in it. Like, they wouldn't budge on that. And I'm
Oh,
like,
oh.
you saw the thing with Disney and the whole, like, what's good, that one project they put on Disney Plus had the AI actors in it.
Yes, I saw that. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's so horrible. But yeah, that's the stuff they're fighting against, and I'm saying full speed ahead, keep going.
Just
I
yeah,
hate it. But yeah,
and that's
Deadpool 3
like
is not
awful.
keeping its release date. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, but Deadpool 3 is definitely not keeping its release date, from what I think, at least. But I think it could get pushed back. They said they had about 35 days of filming left. And there's been editing done during the strikes. Like, editing can still be done with the stuff that's already finished.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's gonna have to be a while.
Yeah.
Um, I would think it's still gonna come
What
out
about
next
like
year.
full like CGI scenes? Can that be worked on or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it'll still come out next year. It might be the July slot or the I think there's a November slot too next year. It's one of those
Uh
two. It means everything after is gonna get pushed back. So Fantastic Four and Blade, Spider-Man 4, and yeah.
oh.
All right, another piece of Deadpool 3 news, and this goes along with a rumor that I've been hearing. According to Daniel RPK, Toad is rumored to be making a return in Deadpool 3 from the first X-Men movie. The long tongue.
Yes.
From what I heard, there's going to be a scene in the movie, and I can't remember the exact context from it, where Wolverine and Deadpool are stuck in some kind of like prison dimension thing. I don't remember. And all of these past villains are basically like bombarding them and attacking them, and it's like they're fending off from all these like villains. And for some, I can't remember the exact context behind it. But apparently, that this kind of goes along with that. It's another X Men villain coming in. There's this Sabretooth. We heard about um, what's Magneto supposed to be in all this stuff. There's like a bunch of villains.
Huh, okay.
Um, but I don't know the exact context. I didn't screenshot it, unfortunately. But yeah, Toad. I like Toad.
Oh, I like Toad. I mean, I don't like him in the movies, but I like Toad though.
Yeah. Um. All right. Next up here, we got a lot of screenshots to look at and a lot of good slash bad news.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Um. Okay. Well, first piece of good slash bad news: Marvel has let go all of the writers and directors for Daredevil: Born Again. Okay. The series will be getting an entire creative overhaul as Marvel execs, including Kevin Feige, reportedly reviewed the footage filmed so far and decided that the show wasn't working.
I know you're telling me that it was like pretty big.
Yeah. It was
It,
written as a legal procedural show that did not resemble the Netflix version known for its action and violence. Charlie Cox would not have shown up in the costume until the fourth episode. Marvel is now in the process of doing a complete creative change for the show. Apparently, Foggy and Karen got shot and killed in the first episode. Well, Karen did, but Foggy was alluded to have been shot and killed. Well, wait. I had read two different things. It was the what I just said, and another one that said Karen wasn't even mentioned or alluded to at all. But it was also mentioned that Foggy got shot. So I don't know.
That would be so weird. Thank God they canceled that or not canceled it, but
A
said
creative reboot.
it was all like screw that. Like why the heck would we do this?
Yeah, and this happened immediately after the writer's strike ended. So the writers were on strike, and then they came back. We're like, all right, we're back. We're ready to write more Daredevil. And they were like, you're fired.
Hold up. It's like it's like,
Uh,
it's like you really think that
it says, okay, I'll read that in a second. There we go. Daredevil Born Again was constructed with the potential that it could wind up on network TV. Allegedly, people on set felt bored. The story was reportedly about corrupt police officers using the Punisher symbol. This is according to Grace Randolph. Which,
oh
yeah, but hey, we do know that plot point is true because that was talked about before. Let me find the next thing here. Yeah, so along with this, Marvel is planning to make changes to how they do TV, which is this is the best news I think we have all day. Um, Marvel Studios plans to make changes in how it makes TV following the internal criticism. The shows will now have proper showrunners that write pilots and make show bibles, which are like stuff the show has to go by and it can't deviate. Um, so this is good. They didn't have showrunners originally. They just used people who made movies, which
yeah.
could be a problem. You need a showrunner, someone that's just there to keep everything on track. And then they're also doing a focus on multi-season serialized TV rather than limited series. So you say bye bye to the 6 to 9 episode events and say hello to multi-season shows that are actually good for once.
Yeah.
This is
That's good.
from yeah. So Marvel did not commission pilots, but instead shot entire $150 million plus seasons of TV on the fly. They didn't hire showrunners, but instead depended on film execs to run its series, and it relied on post-production and reshoots to fix what wasn't working. Those that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bad way to go about some.
Yeah.
Always rely on editing.
Yeah, this is another thing from the Hollywood Reporter. They said Marvel Studios wants to create shows that run several seasons where characters can take time to develop relationships with the audience rather than the feeling as if they are being used as a setup for a big crossover event.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And then we also have news on why Secret Invasion was as bad as it was.
Yeah, tell me.
Because the writer worked on the scripts for a year until he was fired. And when it was in production, it was weeks of people erupting at each other and vying for supremacy. And a good portion of the team on the series was then replaced halfway through production. That's why. There was
Oh,
an entire crew change in the middle of the show. That explains why half of the show was good and half of it was bad.
yeah.
So imagine if we kept that first crew. The show would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah, really up there. But
But unfortunately.
that
But I'm so
that's
happy that they've realized that, okay,
what the heck are we doing? Like it's
yeah.
insane how just I'm sorry, but the downgrade of like it's almost laughable
They let
of
it they Marvel let
all
after
the
Endgame.
stupid decisions they've done.
Yeah. After Endgame, Marvel let it get to their heads, thinking like, oh, we can just pump all this stuff out and they just love it. They love it. They'll keep watching. They'll love it, like they'll just accept it. But that's not the
It
case. I mean,
it kind of
as it should.
it kind of makes me act like really mad and aggravated.
Yeah. They
It's just
made
like
part
it's
of
like
me thinks that this isn't me trying to probably thinks that Kevin Feige doesn't really have anything to do with it, more than just Disney itself has something to do with it.
I'm gonna say
Because I feel like if I were Kevin, I wouldn't want to be doing all this. It'd be too stressful, too much stuff.
it's I think I think it's a mix of I don't think Kevin's the type of person to be cocky and like not like a Microsoft cocky like oh we can't or Sony being like Sony being cocky with PlayStation like we could do this because people just love us, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like I definitely agree. I have to say it involves different things of directors wanting to have a specific vision for something Then you have, Kevin come in like, well, we have to have it like this, and it can be very clashing in that way. Then you have Disney with their, you know, with stuff they have going on that's annoying. It's different. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like, imagine having a rope around your neck and then with tied to a bull, then you wave red at it, and then it just jerks you around in different directions.
Yeah.
That's what it feel.
Yeah.
It's just it's annoying. It's very like, I mean, it does. Problem is, it doesn't really hit them financially either because all of them are profitable. Correct.
Yeah.
So far, we haven't had really the viewership on MCU shows.
Oh, the shows are not profitable at all. They've lost so much money from Disney Plus alone,
Yeah.
which is a big
Uh,
reason why they're doing what they're doing with shows. Hope and putting it on network TV will help. I
yeah.
mean, put
I'm
like
I'm
half
glad.
this put the first season of Daredevil when it comes out, the first 9 episodes. Put it on network TV, ABC or whatever. People watch it on there, and then they're like, "Oh, I want to watch the second season. Let me get subscribe to Disney Plus for a month." Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I agree completely on that.
Yeah. And what time? How much time we have on this meeting? Because it just told me 8 minutes. Okay, Jesus. All right. Next up here, we've talked about an MCU reboot, soft reboot that apparently is rumored to be happening. Well, there was a book that came out, and I'm going to get this book one day because I want to read it because apparently there's a lot of juicy information in it. Called MCU: The Reign of Marvel Studios, and it's all the writer got a bunch of quotes from Kevin Feige and producers and all kinds of stuff with the past, present, and future of Marvel. And apparently, according to this book, Kevin Feige has a plan to reboot the MCU with Avengers: Secret Wars. This is what it says. We have a quote from Kevin Feige sort of implying that, like, Secret Wars will serve as a soft reboot in which they can prune everything. That's not to use a Lokiism. Prune everything that's not working and just keep what is working, or bring back people you thought were gone forever. So this is like bring back Black Widow, Captain America, Iron Man. Everyone is Vision, all that.
Yeah.
Now everyone who's been there from the beginning is like, oh, this sucks. Why are they doing this?
Yeah.
When I look at it, which I kind of feel the same way, but when I look at it from a story standpoint, like you have Captain America, Iron Man, like there's so many more stories you could have done with these characters, but they're dead.
Yeah.
But like bringing them back, you can do those stories. You just have to be different actors, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I'm not
Well,
against it. Like, because then you reboot it, you're gonna have all the Avengers back finally, and you're gonna have the X-Men there now and the Fantastic Four. It'll be like an actual Marvel universe instead of just
yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah. It's just different cast. Man, it's just. I mean, again, you got to have. I don't know. I guess you're a true Marvel fan if you don't care, whatever. As long as your favorite characters are there. But it's just going to be weird having this universe that, especially with people like, I don't like to use this term, but veterans of the MCU, of like, oh, I've watched the MCU since day one. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. This guy's not.
Yeah.
Whoever this guy
And
is.
it's gonna be the same as like the way it is with the DCU right now, right? They're having all these new people coming in. It's kind of gonna be like um for some hardcore fans that just like love the Snyderverse. Jesus. Um,
Yeah,
they're very upset about a new person playing Superman.
yeah. Like you can't tell me, oh, they'll just have a different guy play Iron Man, and like, I'm gonna be there when that Twitter, that hashtag not Robert Downey Jr. pops
Hashtag
up.
not my Iron Man.
Hashtag not my Iron Man.
Hashtag sell the MCU to Netflix or something.
Yeah, sell it to Universal, sell it to
Jesus.
Zack Snyder.
Oh God. But yeah, that is just a little bit more information on a reboot. I don't know. I need to I can't
I know
necessarily.
that stuff in the comics happens all the time, but there's things in comics you just can't do in real life.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be too confusing. Comic readers, they can figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And but like ever, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm calling them dumb or whatever, but I just don't think an average audience would. understand at all.
Yeah, that's true, especially
Oh,
something as big as the MCU.
yeah.
And we have 4 minutes left. Might have time to get to a couple of pieces of news for this next one. Well, according to the same book, sucks to say it, but Vision Quest and Wonder Man have now been officially canceled.
Oh my God, what? Wonder Man?
Yep, it's
Oh,
been
dude.
put on the chopping block.
So is this confirmed or is this like DRPK?
This is from the book, so they got it from like people at Disney.
Oh my God.
Marvel also admitted that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was not the show that they wanted to release, and that Quantum Mania was such a disaster that they lost a lot of money. And apparently, they thought it would be a good movie, but they were shocked when it was poorly reviewed by critics and fans.
They were shocked?
Yeah.
Huh. Kind of scares me.
You had a
I mean,
genuine reaction there to Wonder Man. I thought you knew this.
yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I knew I'm not surprised with Vision Quest because I had a feeling because I didn't we talk about that
Yeah,
not
I
last
think so.
but like episode 99
I think so.
or just it wasn't really doing too hot. They don't really know what's really going on with it.
Yeah,
They
and it
kind
lost its
of
writers in the week.
yeah, and I didn't know about Wonder Man. Oh my God, they had like a whole cast set and all that.
Yeah, Trevor Slattery, Morris.
Well,
That show could have been
you
good
know,
though, because like it was like what Hollywood and a world of superheroes, and like
yes,
it's
that's
unfortunate.
crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
unfortunate.
now
I'm happy there was like no other big information about it. Otherwise, I would have been way too hyped for it, and I'd have been really sad.
you know what they should have done though.
What
This would
Wonder
have
Man
happened.
movie?
This would have happened if they got
No, don't even. It would have happened if they got Bob Odenkirk. And Bob
Bob
Odenkirk would
Odenkirk.
be without a
Bob
job.
Odenkirk would have not if they got Bob Odenkirk. Would not have happened.
But that's what I read though. I've yet to see it talked about by any of the scoopers, but that's apparently was said in the book. We had 2 minutes left. Um, that was that. Okay, I got 2 minutes. I can talk about this one piece of news real quick. Kraven the Hunter, everyone's favorite Marvel movie.
It is
Uh,
canceled.
no, will undergo quote minor reshoots after the actor strike ends. Um, reshoots for Kraven. I read that during the Secret Wars reboot that they wanted to incorporate the Sony universe into the MCU, make it canon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Morbius in the MCU. I'm gonna get a Morbius and Mobius team up movie.
More BS.
And Wong.
Well,
Morbius, Mobius, and Wong.
that's
Two
a
and a
good
half
movie.
men. Two and a half men. Get it? Because one of them is a half vampire, half man.
Yeah. Two and a half men. That's what we'll call it. Oh,
Yeah,
I,
Craven. Craven getting some minor reshoots. We don't have time for the last two pieces of Marvel news, or one piece of Marvel news and a sad piece of news. So I guess we can just throw a. Well, no, we'll throw a commercial at you after the Marvel news. We're not gonna do it right now. We're gonna end the meeting though. I'll be right back. All right, the Marvels. Everyone's most anticipated and least anticipated Marvel movie. I don't know.
the most
The most.
anticipated and least anticipated movie ever.
This is going to be one of the movies of all time. All right, and let me show you.
Hey, I agree with that.
Yep. All right, the Marvels box office. Oh my god, this headline. Okay, this is from Screen Rant. The Marvels' early box office projections are 72% worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Okay.
No way.
All right, I'll click on the Screen Rant when I read that. Pre-sales now. This is pre-sales. Pre-sales are 72% worse. The headline was misleading. Anyway, the latest box office projections for the Marvels indicate a disappointing outlook with an expected domestic opening of 50 to 70 million, much lower than Captain Marvel's 153.4 million. So the opening weekend domestically is apparently going to be anywhere from 50 to 75 million.
That's
Opening
not
weekend,
good.
that is. Yeah. Um, trying to see. Okay, it's not saying anything about. I guarantee it would have been a little bit higher if there were actresses there to promote it, because there's
But
really
there's
not
not.
much promo. Yeah, that I think that's a big problem for movies right now, though. Also, like in general, because there's not enough promotion for them because the actors aren't able to go out and do PR and stuff.
Yeah,
So that's a big problem. But then again, I also kind of assumed that a lot of people didn't like Captain Marvel, so why would they go watch the second one?
yeah. The first one was awful.
Yeah, and then and obviously Miss Marvel, not many people watch that. Which I mean I don't blame them, but like I like her character, so I mean I'd watch it for her.
Yeah.
And then Monica, which I mean I don't know what people feel about Monica.
Mhm. I
Uh,
like her.
yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think we kind of assume this. This is one of the last Marvel movies that we're going to be last Marvel projects that we're going to be having that was filmed during COVID, like 2020. I think 2020, 2021 is when it's filmed.
Yes.
So this is the last one out of those batch. So hopefully everything after this should be good. And this might be good, but let's be honest. I mean, probably not. But everything after this hopefully will be back, and it'll be on the. We'll have like hardly any shows really next year. I feel like, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Um, yeah, not great.
Yeah, not great.
All right. That is the end of the Marvel news.
Mhm.
Before we get to a commercial, we're going to talk about two sad pieces of news. Uh, let's start off with this one, and that is that American comic artist and writer Keith Giffen has passed away at the age of. He passed away in the ninth. He was 70. He, anyone who doesn't know, is the co-creator of Lobo, Rocket Raccoon, and Jaime Reyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he passed away just after one of his creations got its own movie.
Yeah.
Jaime Reyes.
Mhm.
He's known for his work on let's see, he's known for his work with Legion of Superheroes. He basically reinvented them and made them more popular. He worked on a lot on Justice League International, uh, Justice League of America. He created a character named Ambush Bug, which I've heard James Gunn tweet about, but I don't know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
He's also
I've
done
never
a
heard.
lot of he's done a lot of Valiant stuff as well.
Mhm.
Um, and he passed away at the age of 70. I think that's what I said. Let me see if there's a if we know how. Um, he suffered a stroke on Monday and passed away.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. So thoughts and condolences out to family, father of Lobo, Rocket Raccoon, and Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
Um,
I was like, her man. I'm like, isn't that Blue Beetle? Oh, so it is. Okay.
um, yeah. But yeah, thoughts and prayers out to the family. And we got one more death we got to talk about as well. Which is what was I gotta remember how to spell her name. Make sure I'm getting it right here. Phyllis Coates. Okay. Phyllis Coates. And Phyllis Coates is died October 11th, 2023. And those who don't know, she portrayed Lois Lane in the 1951 film Superman and the Mole Men, and she played Lois Lane in the first season of the TV series Adventures of Superman with George Reeves. She only played Lois for that first season, and role was recast for the later seasons.
Yeah.
But she was the first Lois Lane.
First ever Lois Lane. Yeah. So major history there with
Yeah, and
her.
she was 96 years old.
Oh wow,
Um,
really?
yeah.
Mhm. Uh, just natural causes, I'm assuming, or
Um, Coates, who appeared in okay, died Wednesday of natural causes at her house. At the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills. Okay.
okay. Well, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Thank God. So Yeah, I hate she died, but at least it ain't nothing, where she suffered or anything like that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers out to the family. Um. We lost. Now, Superman and Lois have been reunited.
Oh yeah.
Did I ever tell a story about how I technically know George Reeves, even though I don't?
I know this man, but I don't know.
Well, my dad, before I was born, lived in an apartment complex, and the guy who lived at the end of the apartment complex was George Reeves' grandson. So technically, through that guy, through my dad, and through that guy, I know George Reeves.
But have you ever met the guy personally?
No, but I've seen him on a movie, so I know what he
Okay.
looks like.
Oh, okay. So you met George Reeves' son on TV.
No, oh, I was always about George Reeves. No,
No.
I've never met the guy's grandson. My dad said he was a really mean person. So
Oh, I don't know. But the whole story with George Reeves, I don't blame him.
that's true.
So, I think me and you ought to look into doing a documentary type stuff at some point. I think that'd be kind of cool to do.
That would be cool.
I know it's kind of out of nowhere to bring that up, but like, what if we did one on like we did like a quick like 30-minute documentary on like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4, why they didn't work out. Then we do like the history of George Reeves. You know,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
You gotta have cuts to like one of us sitting in a like darkly lit room in a chair with like glasses on, like pen in our hands, swirling it and looking at the camera. Which
Yeah. Yeah. More, script written than like, just us doing this just
yeah,
offhand, just talking about it.
yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, those are two very unfortunate deaths. Thoughts to the families. Yeah. All right. Here is a commercial. Maybe we can get a commercial of uh George Reeves Superman or something.
Yeah.
All right. Here you go.
Honey, what are you doing?
I am.
Iron Man!
That's right. I'm unstoppable.
You can discover your own power at Burger King with Iron Man toys from the new movie. 6 in all, 1 toy in every kid's meal.
It's hot as an oven in here.
Iron Man toys are now at BK.
All right, and welcome back. It's time for the DC news. All right,
Yes.
ready for this? We're starting it off with a banger piece of news. All right, it's a
No.
full-on W.
Well on W. All right. So what's the news?
According to Variety, which is a line that you will hear me say at least 4 times in the next 10 minutes.
Oh
Um,
yes.
none, capital NONE of the DCEU Justice League actors will be reprising their roles in the DCU. So no Gal Gadot, no Ezra Miller. Right.
Yes.
Full on W. It seems that David Cornsweet will be joining his very own Justice League. And just the thought of a new Justice League, like a fresh Justice League in his new universe is just good. It feels good to me. I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
This is literally like all that I've wanted as a DC fan.
Yeah. This
It's
is
finally
very, very good stuff. I know some people be mad about it,
Oh, I know some people. Like,
but I don't care.
yeah,
I don't really care if you are mad about it because I don't like anyone. No one in the cast I liked, besides I'd say maybe Ben.
I think the guy who did Cyber was pretty good.
Oh,
I think
good God.
he was only good in like funny enough, he was only good in Zack Snyder's Justice League in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was only interesting there. Yeah. Have to play it. So weird, but yeah, I do agree that he was like the only. That was the only time he was interesting, wasn't that?
Yeah. So now we're getting a whole new Justice League. This is the way it needed to be. I'm happy.
Yeah, I agree. So it did need to be.
All right. Next up here, another piece of DCU news. Take this as you will. Not many people get what this means, and I'm gonna kind of explain it the best I can, but I don't know exactly all the details. According to Variety, DC Studios and Max executives are collaborating creatively on the DCU shows on the service. This is different from how the MCU does their shows, as they don't collaborate with Disney Plus executives. So, some shows, for example, that have been collaborated on with executives on HBO Max or Max be The Last of Us, Doom Patrol, different shows like that.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what's going to have. They're going to be involved creatively with the DCU shows. So you're going to help kind of like, I guess, shape it into a good format for the series. I don't know what it means, but we'll have to find
Assuming
out.
I'm assuming something good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But yeah, there's that. According to Variety, it's the third time I've said that.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa. He's coming back as Aquaman. Never mind. No.
I lied. They lied earlier. So, a couple people coming
Gotcha.
back.
No. Jason Momoa is officially in talks to play Lobo in the DCU, potentially for Superman Legacy or a standalone project. I'd be fine for either one, honestly. He's a Superman character, so I mean, if he made a cameo in it, I'd be fine. I'd be
Yeah,
kind of
I
happy,
would.
honestly. Everyone's saying Jason Momoa as Lobo is a downgrade. I'm like, what are you talking about?
How's that a downgrade?
Visual, I mean, I guess character-wise, maybe he'd go from like maybe an A-list character kind of to a like C-list character, but
Yeah.
like
He
this is
seemed more
Lobo.
happy to be Lobo than anyone else.
That's it. That's literally what he was talking about in that video that he posted. Remember? And he was like, "I just got some news. I love you, James Gunn. I love you, Peter Safran. All that." And
That's what.
he was like, talking about. That's exactly what he was talking about. They were talking to him about Lobo. And then he had that interview. I don't know if you saw it, where the guy said that James Gunn posted a picture of Lobo on Mastodon, the social media app, and he told Jason Momoa that. And he was like, "Really? Show me." And he got kind of excited. And I mean, that just feels like, I mean, come on, he's Lobo.
Yeah, he's Lobo. He looks like Lobo.
He said I think he owns every Lobo comic book too that's ever been made. Jason Momoa does.
Yeah, he'd rather be Lobo than Aquaman.
Yeah.
And just
And
let him.
so
Doesn't
I'm
matter
just,
if it's not an A-lister. As long as he's happy with the role, that's all that should matter.
yeah, and it's such a peak casting, honestly. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, yeah, it is peak casting.
Very happy about that. Now, would you like to see him show up in Superman, or do you want him to get like his own standalone like series or something?
I like to see a cameo in Superman, and then go to then maybe get his own series.
Yeah, definitely got to make him like the DC's Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be cool if he showed up in an after credit scene for Superman. One of those, like, he rides past the screen, he looks at the camera, and he goes, "Why are you guys still here?" Something like that. Just go home.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, I think that'd be funny. But yeah, another piece of Superman Legacy news, and I think I told you this the other day, and you showed disapproval of it. I don't remember your exact response. I know your exact response is that you didn't like this character.
What character was it?
According to Variety, fifth time I've said that. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller could possibly make an appearance in Superman Legacy.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed with Amanda Waller.
Well, you're supposed to be annoyed with Amanda Waller because she's everywhere and she's always got her hands in something.
Always got her hands in something. I'm just like, shut up.
But but I'm fine with it because Viola Davis is such a good actress and she's good.
I know, I like her too, but good God, I'm just so annoyed with it. It's
but
like
I wonder what capacity she could possibly show up in Superman Legacy, in what way, like what her role would be.
It's like walking into like a, I don't know. Like imagine like walking like across. It's like your parents tracking you every like 24/7, and then like constantly texting you. Like you go buy a bag of chips, and they see that you're a charge went on your bank account. They're like, "What did you buy?" I just bought a bag of chips. Why? I was hungry.
You even bolt that bomb in the back of your neck.
I'm gonna that bomb I implanted you at birth.
Oh my God, I know exactly how she's going to show up in this movie.
Yeah.
It's got to be in an after credit scene, right? Because Waller, I mean, well, maybe. I don't know. Waller is apparently still set. This is another piece of news, according to Variety. Waller is currently still slated for 2024, but it's not even been written yet. So I don't know how that would be still coming out next year. So if it comes out after Superman, Superman could set up Waller. Like after credit scene. Well, I don't know.
Is it Waller delayed right now?
No, well, I just said this. It's currently slated to release in 2024, but that's probably not going to happen. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like the Superman movie is still shaping up to be one of the better Superman movies that we've had in a while.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Not much competition because I mean,
hey, well, besides I see Christopher Reeve's Superman 1. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all. No, we have one more Superman news later, which I saved for the end because I think it's good news. Well, it is good news, actually. Anyway, available on.
Might be, but I am very unsure.
Well, it is good news. I was just saying. I mean, you'll see. All right. Available on Spotify now is the series The Riddler: Secrets in the Dark. I listened to half of the first episode. I didn't have time to finish the rest of it. It's 8. I think there's 8 20-minute episodes. So they're pretty short.
Yeah.
It's pretty good so far. I mean, it's about some vigilante that's going around killing supervillains. Calendar Man's in the first episode. And Riddler, the guy that got to voice Riddler is pretty good. I like him. I am going to listen to this whole show. I think it's short enough for me to do that. And not like an hour long like all the Batman ones were.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good so far. I do recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Let me see if there's anything on it. Let me open up Spotify and look. The Riddler, Secrets in the Dark. Yeah, so a masked vigilante is on the loose, murdering notorious supervillains all over Gotham. And all clues point to the suspect being the Caped Crusader himself, Batman. Now, with the target on his head, the charming yet deadly Edward Nygma, better known as the Riddler, is forced to break out of Arkham Asylum and team up with the Caped Crusader. I didn't know this. The unlikely duo must solve the mystery before they too become victims.
So Batman team up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that.
The cover picture is pretty awesome. I like the cover. I'll send it to you. Like the little like logo they gotta have for the show. Yeah. Here, I'll send it to you.
Twitter.
I'll send it on Instagram. Hang on. People hearing behind the scenes stuff, how we send stuff to people. It's a cool picture. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But yeah, there is. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's 8 episodes. I think they all released at once, and each one's about 20 minutes long. Some of the last one's the longest. It looks like.
Have you been listening to it? You listened to it at all?
No, I listened to only half the first episode because I didn't have time to really get into it. I will be getting into it probably this week. I'll probably finish it. I'll talk about it next week. But it sounded pretty good so far. It's another one of those audio adventure type things.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. All right. On here, an animated Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe crossover film was pitched to Warner Brothers, but it was rejected.
Next piece of news.
Yeah,
that sucks. Though. I'm kind of interested. I kind of wish it did happen.
Yeah,
but
it's unfortunate. But then again, I don't know. Anyway, Aquaman 2's test screenings continue to receive low 60s for scores, even after the film was recut. However, the newest cut has not been tested yet. So it's not doing well. I guarantee it's just everybody's just like ready to like what I get some people's opinions are like, well, if DCU's happening, why do I want to watch this movie? Because this is the end of a universe and this isn't gonna matter.
Yeah.
I get it, but I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, just go see it because it might be a good superhero movie. I don't know. You don't have to see it just so it connects to other stuff. I mean, like,
oh yeah, no. At that point, you're not even there to like. I mean, I don't know. That's just really dumb. It's like, oh, it connected.
Yeah, that's like Joker, the Batman. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
only here to see if it connects to something.
yeah.
And just
That's
treat this as
lame.
like this is literally an Elseworlds at this point. So just treat it like an Elseworlds story.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my thought. I mean, I'll be there watching December
Right.
20th. Yeah, there's that. Here's the final piece of DC news and another piece of Superman news. According to Daniel RPK, Kurt Russell having a cameo in Superman Legacy as Jor-El is, quote, likely.
That's great. I mean, I like that casting choice.
W.
Yeah.
I think we talked about last week in the 100th episode, that he's going to be about 7 foot tall and he's going to be glowing blue.
That's whew.
I guarantee he's going to be like in the Fortress of Solitude. It's going to be like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Once this actor strike ends, we're apparently getting more casting news for Superman. I want to know who's playing Mom Paul Kent. That's like my main thing I want to know.
Yeah.
And who the villain is. But
yeah. Well, who do you think the villain is? Do you have any idea?
I want to say I don't think there is a villain. I think that it's him trying to. The world does not like Superman, and he's trying to kind of. It's like we know he's like all powerful. He's like the super strong guy, and all the hero. We know other heroes are going to be there. Maybe he's kind of clashing with other heroes because they're like kind of seeing stuff differently. Because I mean, you got Guy Gardner and Superman. Guy Gardner's obviously not a good person.
Yeah.
And
Society.
so they're obviously going to clash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, like him emerging
Joker.
as Superman. Yeah, exactly. This is Joker, but it's Superman. That's
Joker.
what I think. Him trying to balance the Superman hero life, but also trying to balance his work life with Lois and all that.
Yeah, I like that.
Then, I don't know, I think so, but it's probably going to be a villain. I just don't. I don't think it's Lex Luthor. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it's Lex Luthor. I don't think it's Brainiac. I think Brainiac's later on. So I don't know. But yeah, that is the end of the DC news.
Yeah, good. Hey, that's good stuff though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. So now on to gaming.
Well, we did have. I haven't watched it. I know you have. Maybe. You said
Oh
you did.
crap! Oh my god! Yeah, I completely forgot about this.
Invincible season 2 trailer. You just want to touch on it real quick? I'll need to watch Invincible season 1, so I'll probably do that soon.
Yeah, I in fact actually have not even finished the first season of Invincible. I got to the very end and never finished it.
Maybe we should review it.
I would like to give me just.
We wouldn't be able to do it before season 2 comes out because it comes out next month, and we already have a full packed list of stuff to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We are packed. I mean, I would have definitely loved to do it, but we didn't know it was coming out to November 3rd till today as we were recording this.
Yeah.
But trailer looked good as far as I'm aware.
I heard there's some multiverse stuff.
Yeah, yes, there is. So I couldn't tell if it was multiverse or future stuff. Like all I know is that like it looked like it was an older version of Adam Eve, which is like a character in the show.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
any Omni-Man action going on there?
Yeah, no, there's no. It hits, but it doesn't show Omni-Man at all in the trailer. And I think it's because he ends up leaving at the end of season 1. A little spoiler right there.
Spoilers, Jesus Christ!
Do you know anything about the show? Like, do you know pretty much?
I know something crazy happens at the end of episode 1, and he kills some people. And I also know that he beats up his son. That's all.
Like you need to watch season 1 before you even get to play. You are even allowed to play it in Mortal Kombat, which we'll get into a bit later.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The trailer looked good from what I see. I can't really say much on it because I've never read the books. But from what everyone that has read them, they say like the show is probably the best comic book adaptation to TV ever.
Well, like an accuracy wise, or like
accuracy and like.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't know, The Boys is kind of like The Boys takes a pretty okay comic book series and makes it like amazing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, people enjoy it more than the boys, so I don't know.
Well, I know people enjoy Daredevil season 3 more than every season of The Boys, so
Yeah.
that's a hot take for a lot of people. Anyway, I mean, I guess you don't want to do a rating of it. It's really because we haven't
Yeah, I
both
mean,
seen it.
it was a great trailer. I mean, it got me like really excited. And I'm like, man, I need to go finish this.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we get on to gaming then.
Yep.
Um,
Hey, you
we're
want
gonna.
to
It looks
off?
like we're gonna have a whole meeting dedicated to Spider-Man because we have a 10-minute warning right now.
Oh, well,
So-
perfect. Hey, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off. Fortnite put out a survey. They do this, gauging people's interest in different things. This is stuff they are interested in, but not necessarily the companies that own this stuff. It's just what they want in the game. So there's that. There's a chance that it comes.
So you're saying there's
Some of it. Season, yeah. So some of this is stuff we know about. This is what could be coming to Fortnite. Green Lantern, Ultron, Mephisto, the Lizard from Spider-Man, Winter Soldier, Blade, which is already in it, I don't know why. War Machine, Doc Ock / Superior Spider-Man, Ironheart, Vision, Drax, Valkyrie, Miles Morales, which he's already in it. America Chavez, Red Hulk, Miss Marvel, Penny Parker /SP//DR. I don't know what that is.
that's the name of a robot, I believe.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
X-Men, just as X-Men. Human Torch, it's pretty cool. Invisible Woman, Gwenpool, Elektra, Spider-Man 2099 is already in it. Kraven the Hunter, and that's that for comic book characters.
Um,
The PS4 Spider-Man,
is he on there at all?
he's on the list, yeah.
He's on the yeah, good. I'm surprised they haven't done
Marvel's Midnight Suns.
that. Ooh, that game was. I need to. They have a sale at GameStop right
That was a
now.
game.
Did you like it or no?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like those kind of like mobile.
I never played
games.
it. Like I never played a game like that, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just don't know if I like it or
It's
not.
also listed on here, Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero for
Anyway,
Fortnite.
movies and movie series. So stuff from these movies: Flash, League of Super Pets, Kick-Ass, which also heard that Matthew Vaughn is rebooting that. He just announced it today.
So he is rebooting it. Okay.
Yeah, he's rebooting Kick-Ass, but it's not going to have any of the same actors. So,
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
or any of the same characters, not
Tom
actors.
Holland as Kick-Ass.
No, not I meant not any of the same characters. They're not. It's gonna be different characters.
Oh, it's different characters. Okay.
So it's probably in the universe. I'm feeling it. Anyway,
In the universe, okay.
Justice League movie, Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, Batman, the Chocolate Factory. Sorry, Wakanda Forever, Halloween. It's already happening. Anyway, your shows: WandaVision, Supernatural. Anyway, kind of just going through here. Breaking Bad, W.
Yeah, please. Oh my god.
Seinfeld.
No, hold on. Are you serious? Seinfeld?
Batman the Animated Series. Let me tell you how peak that would be.
That would be peak.
And there's that. There's one more. Gotta look on here. Pop culture characters. Let's see. A lot of Star Wars is what I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Willy Wonka. I would buy it.
Would you buy it if it wasn't Gene Wilder?
No.
Okay. So it had to be Gene Wilder.
Yeah. There's celebrities. Did I just see Jonathan Majors? Is that what it is?
This is Jonathan Majors.
Johnny Depp.
Is there an Amber?
Anyway,
I mean, you got to do.
I see Henry Cavill, Freddie Prinze Jr., Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's already in the game. Will Smith, Zachary Levi, Morgan Freeman, John Mulaney,
Zachary Levi, I think, is already.
Dave Chappelle,
Dude, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, dude, get Dave Chappelle in there.
Joe Rogan,
What? No, that's crazy.
Daniel Tosh from Tosh.0. And then video games, video game characters. Got Cammy from Street Fighter. Some of these are already in the game. Freddy Fazbear. Hey,
Yeah, why not?
a lot of God of War stuff. Let's see. Let's see. CJ from Grand Theft Auto.
Please tell me Cloud or something.
Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, there we go.
Lots of Persona 5, Metal Gear, Grand Theft Auto, God of War, a lot of God of War, Fallout, Vault Boy from Fallout. And yeah, that's it. I kind of skimmed through all that, but that's the survey stuff, some stuff they want to add to the game. Pretty cool stuff. I want Green Lantern. I've wanted Green Lantern in that game for a long time.
Yeah,
So that's
I can see Green Lantern would have. I think a lot of those are like pretty possible. I'll be honest.
Yeah. So there's that. Moving on, we got some Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League information. We haven't had this in a hot minute.
Oh yeah.
Game set to come out February 2nd next year. After they delayed it. This is all rumors, so grain of salt with this. But the biggest claim from these rumors is that one that ropes in the Batman Arkham games. According to the rumor, Metropolis, the map of the game, is, quote, twice the size of Gotham in the Batman games. Complementing this, the game will have a real-time weather system and a day-night cycle.
Okay, that's good.
Which is cool.
It is cool.
The rumor continues claiming that Rocksteady are working on 1 year of extra content that will include new characters and missions. All this content, including the main game, will be playable in co-op online or via solo play, with players able to switch between 4 different characters. The rumor notes it's unclear if this will be seamless or not, the switching. Whatever the case, there is apparently a big emphasis on allowing players to play how they want to, with each character offering distinct traversal and distinct combat. To this end, it's said every character is going to be melee-focused minus Deadshot, who is more focused on gunplay, which is the way it should be. So now that means that they've rid of the guns, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
They might still have the guns, but you're like, it's optional.
You gotta have a range. I get that. Yeah, I get you have a range, but like it is like they really focus on guns. It's like what?
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's gonna be melee focused, but you can use guns if you need to.
Yeah.
Type thing, which I'm fine with.
Now,
to this extent, whether any of this is true, only time will tell. So far, it's not drawn any type of comment from any implicated party, but if it changes, they'll update. I don't think it's been updated yet. Then again, I don't know. I haven't read this article since. That's all we have.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. That's what I hope. I hope it's not a new Avengers.
Oh yeah, I hope so as well. Now, do you think? What was I going to say? Now, with it, rumored coming out in February, do you think any chance we might see it here soon? Because we are about to
I think so. I think Game Awards.
Game Awards, and that's when pre-orders will be shown off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's that. We have 2 minutes left in the meeting. I want to get through this next piece of news here, and then we'll have 2 pieces of news to talk about in the next meeting that we done. Next one is Gotham Knights is coming to PS Plus. I think on the 17th.
Yes.
So everyone can play Gotham Knights now.
No. So 2 days as we are the Monday as we are recording this.
Yeah. So there's that. I guess I can go ahead and touch on this thing. Omni-Man was shown off from Mortal Kombat 1. It was cool. His fatal blow and his fatality were stuff from the show, I believe.
Yeah.
And he looked fun. He had a cool move where you can like dodge projectiles. It's like pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have much else to say other than like awesome. Comes out in November. I guess it'll coincide with the show, season 2.
Well, I can't imagine it being November 3rd. I feel like they would have said that, but I don't know.
Well, next week apparently we're getting another trailer for Omni-Man, so it could be November 3rd.
Yeah. But maybe kind of watching it, so see if they want to go for November 3rd, but they're just saying.
Yeah. But yes, that is that I don't know what else to say on the Omni-Man thing other than it looked really great. I'm excited. I'll be playing. Ready for that Peacemaker trailer.
No, yeah.
But yeah, so we have less than a minute in the meeting. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the last thing in the gaming in the whole episode, which is our Spider-Man 2 predictions. All right, we'll see you then. All right, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I mean, do you want to start or me or?
I mean, I feel like you.
Well, I do want to start. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, we're talking
I
about
was being
predictions.
polite.
Predictions.
I was being polite. That's all.
Stop being polite.
Yeah. So, Marvel Spider-Man 2 comes out October 20th. A little less than a week now. I got my pre-order set. Darien has his pre-order set. We are going to be doing a video for the midnight launch of the game. You know, we're gonna video of us picking it up. I guess picking up my copy because Darren got his digitally for some reason.
Because it was more convenient.
I guess if that's how you want to say it. Now I'm very excited for this game. Darren, I know you are. You're playing Peak right now as we speak with Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
I am.
I'm playing mid right now with the Amazing Spider-Man movie game
Mid.
because those games are mid.
Are they? I enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man.
Well, it's not bad. It's mid though compared to other ones. And
Yes.
I'm just doing it for a platinum, okay?
Fair enough.
Now I like to get into some predictions with you before the game releases. Now you want to put a little bet on this or no? Like a little, not like money, obviously, because me and you are both broke.
Yeah,
but like, you know, I don't know, some type of wager or something. I don't know.
I mean,
It
sure.
like, and it's like I mean, because I got one I want to bet on. You know, I don't know what the bet would be, but I'm confident Eddie Brock's Venom.
I'm not. They already said it's not.
Yeah, it's not Harry.
They never said it's not Harry, but friggin' Brian Intihar literally came out and said it's not Eddie Brock.
It's to throw you off.
He would not lie in public like that.
It's an Arkham Knight situation.
No. What I think it is, and I've been thinking about this, I think it's actually kind of an interesting idea. I think at least at one point, but I really want to have the feeling it's either Harry, but I feel like that's a red herring. Harry. Anyway, sorry.
Shut up.
I think that it might turn out that Craven gets the symbiote at some point, and maybe he's like, could you imagine Craven Venom? Like that'd be kind of
I don't know. I don't like that, but
how that would be insane. Like
I don't like it. I don't like it.
oh, you just have high standards.
Yeah, Eddie Brock is Venom.
He's not.
Sorry.
They've already confirmed it. I will literally make a deal with you.
I bet $500 a monthly rent for you, Landon. That he's not. No, I don't know. I that's who I want it to be.
Well, it's not.
Hey, I know.
Just you got to live with it. Oh my god, I'm getting my butt kicked in this game. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's Eddie Brock personally, because they said it's not.
I mean, here you call it. Who do you think it is?
Harry.
Harry, just straight. It's not Harry. Yeah, it's Genki. It's actually Aunt May. That's who it is. That's who it really is. Now, okay. So final. I don't think it's. I'm straight up. I don't think it's. I don't think it's Eddie Brock. Or sorry, I don't think it is. It's not Harry. I can agree. Can you agree with me on that? It's not going to be Harry.
In the trailers, it made it seem like it would be Harry, but I mean, I get what it could be, possibly a red herring, so I could maybe agree with it. But my mind just wants to say Harry.
Yeah, I got you. What's another prediction? Any suit predictions you want to say? You said that I was streaming earlier today, Do you have anything?
Well, it's hard to
Well,
say predictions when I've seen the suits, but
that is true. Oh my god, I didn't even like think about that. See, that's why you don't
but
see the
I don't
suits.
know all of them because it's really blurry.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I already
but
telling
I
me that.
really hope for you want me to here? I want to say, well, I don't know if I should say that. I'm trying to think like this isn't really like a spoiler what I'm saying. It's like not even really anything to do with like oh now I know what suits are in the game. I'm saying like there are a few suits that are black of color, and I'm
So
hoping.
multiple black suits.
Well,
Okay.
you know that because this Raimi black suits in the game as well as the
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
black
yeah,
suit.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
already
Yeah,
know that. But I
yeah, I knew
hope that
that,
one of them
and
is
that's
the
what I
Secret
figured as
Wars.
well.
That's what I hope is one of them is the Secret Wars black suit.
Like a vintage comic book suit,
Yes. Yes,
like
and
the
it's
one
the
in the first game.
yeah, and it's like black.
Mhm. Now I heard a thing, and this maybe will get off Twitter. I was all like, "This is too much. I don't even want to hear this." It's about suits. It's the apparently movie suits don't have variants.
That's not surprising to me.
I don't know if I like that.
I mean they didn't really have variants. I mean like I don't know. I feel like if you want a movie suit, you don't want a variant of a movie suit.
Well, it's just like a recolor or something, shake it up a bit. I guess I don't know.
I mean maybe.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Maybe call me spoiled. I don't know, but like,
This is such a difficult challenge. Like I mean trophy.
oh, what trophy you trying to
I'm
get?
trying to do a Venom dash one enemy into three other enemies, and I can't. It's like the getting them lined up, and oh my
I
god!
don't know.
Hold on,
I mean,
let me
I,
peek the
had
trophies. Let me peek the trophies.
I had an easy time with it.
Um, but yeah, I'm not going to talk much about the suits. I'll let you talk more about that because I have seen some of them. I know you've seen a couple.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. Yes.
I know we're not going to talk about them because spoilers, obviously.
Yeah, spoilers. I said this in stream. One suit I'm begging to just have is Into the Spider-Verse suit, but with like the sweatpants instead of like just like looking like the regular suit. I know it's
Yeah.
probably like I know it's probably like a strange request, but like I don't know. I just want it. Simple as
Forgot
that. I
about
just
that
want.
trophy hints. Sorry.
Oh my god.
You can tell I
I,
don't use this stuff off.
I'm more obsessed with trophies than you, and I've never just like shout out, yeah. Like I mean, I'm working on a trophy right now. I got to beat Amazing Spider-Man on hard, and then I get the platinum, and then I would have I would have officially beaten all Spider-Man games, or platinumed all of them, besides
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. And if you want to be technical, I have not platinumed Amazing Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 3. We'll be technical about it.
Oh, well, how dare you then?
Yeah, how dare I? I know. How dare I lie for clout? I guess.
Why do you lie? Right.
Why? Why do you lie?
But yeah, that's fair. All right, what else? Predictions.
Um. Okay. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Story predictions. Let's go through story.
So I'm gonna say a major character is going to die.
Who?
I don't know. I don't think Peter or Harry
Well, there's not any. I know
or
they've talked
Miles.
about how you'll shed a tear in the game, and I can't think of any character that is like major that they could kill off because they wouldn't kill MJ.
Yeah, no.
They
I
would.
don't
I
think
don't
so.
think Genki wouldn't be that big of a sad death. I don't think really, but
It'd
I
be a
mean,
sad death, but
Miles'
not like
mom.
sad.
Miles'
No,
mom.
yeah, Miles' mom will die.
That'd be awful though, because he wouldn't have any parents left.
Well, he has Peter.
Yeah, but Peter's like evil in this game.
Yeah, but he's good now.
Oh,
He's gonna be good at the end.
he loses his mom, and then when he feels all alone, whatever, he has Peter, but then he meets Gwen.
Um, I got one. Well, no, they said Gwen's not in the story, according to your logic.
But remember back in whenever it was, they
Yeah,
said that
yeah,
Moo said that Gwen doesn't exist in our universe.
yeah. He said Gwen. He said Gwen's dead in our universe. Yeah,
Yeah.
but but they confirmed that she's not in the story. Not enough room for
Well,
her.
then what's up with that side mission that's like there's a mysterious spider bot that apparently locations coming from like
Heck if I know. Heck if I know what
thousands
that's
of miles away.
about.
That's Spider Verse has to be.
That's what you want to think.
It's obviously Spider Verse. What else?
No, no, it's not.
It
I don't know.
even had it even had Gwen's colors on the thing too.
It's just a coincidence. Those are speedball colors.
There's no oh my Big Wheel. You think Big Wheel show up in a
No.
that'd be you imagine chasing him through the streets.
If he's become just two Easter eggs, such as Big Wheel at the amusement park and Big Wheel in the Miles Morales game, then he is not going to be a villain anytime soon. Okay, I got one. Sandman will be in the game.
I'd like to think he'd show up in a side mission.
Yeah,
Not as like not in the main story or anything.
yeah. Not main story, just side mission. He is just in the game as a boss fight.
I mean, there was a screenshot I saw somebody talking about on Twitter of there was some kind of like construction site and there was sand like piled up.
Oh,
like, everywhere.
really?
Well, like there's a construction site and it would look like it was like a little like encounter or crime or something, but maybe I don't know. But there was like a huge pile of sand, like mountain of sand, leaning up against the side of a like brick wall, and
I
like
didn't
everyone's like,
see
"Why is
that.
sand in the middle of the city?" Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, what's sand here?
I don't know if I can find it, but
Oh no, I'm looking at it right now. I just found it. Okay, so
it's
that's
like
cool.
construction. Everyone's like thinking like, "Oh, why is there sand there?" Maybe it's sand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel that might be a little bit of a reach. It could just be like sand. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, I like it. Trying to think of another one here. I'm trying to think, I know we're probably throwing some softballs here. I don't know. You got one? You got one on top of your head?
Prediction.
Yeah, just something crazy.
Um.
Or if if it ain't crazy, it's fun.
We're gonna have a Mr. Negative boss battle.
Well, man, that's pretty obvious, I'd say.
Well, I thought they would just go visit him in prison, but I think we're gonna have to fight him. But then again,
Fight
maybe
him.
not. Well, it looks like at the prison, Wraith shows up, or unless that was just like a way that a trailer was edited.
That I'm unsure about.
Um, man, you think Hammerhead shows back up?
Mm,
Oh, here's that mini game. This is what I was waiting for.
Hammerhead, no. I hope not. Anyways, that sucks. That's probably probably one of the biggest L's the Sonic's ever taken. Was making a Hammerhead transformer.
That is true.
That was hard. That was so horrible. I don't know what made him think that was a good idea. 'Cause I thought his regular design looked good.
Yeah. Trying to think about what else. I'm drawing a blank, but I know I have some stuff.
Yeah, I know I have some things to find. Okay, I think another simple one here. I mean, this one's you can say will probably be pretty obvious, but I think we're gonna get a Miles and Peter fight.
That would be so
Boss.
awesome.
Now, who you play as, or if you get to choose, that'd be pretty cool.
True, but I think it's gonna be like you have to play as Miles,
Or you have to play as Peter.
and you just whoop Miles. That'd be kind of.
That'd be that'd be mean. I don't know if I want to do that. I think it should make.
No, I want to do it. I just.
I want to whoop this kid relentlessly. Well, here's the thing. It has to be Peter has to come up on top no matter what. I'm gonna say you get to pick because obviously you can switch back and forth in the game while restricting you out with it. You
Yeah.
can pick who you want to play as during the fight, but you got Peter. Well, Peter comes out on top no matter what, and then that's when you have like the whole. Peter's like, "Whoa, God, this thing's bad. Let me go to a church real quick. Let me go to the church from Daredevil."
Oh Lord.
And,
And then you're able to pull a like, oh yeah, and that's where Eddie Brock is, and he's
this is where Eddie Brock is. Edward
Christ.
Edward Brock Jr.
Edward Brock. Oh my God.
And see, so case closed.
I'm about to rage quit Miles Morales, by the way.
Why? Because you can't play.
Because I can't find the Stan Lee statue anymore.
Oh, you looked it up and what it is.
Yes.
Just look
I
it up
can't
on the map. It's pretty easy to find.
It is not.
This is why you don't deserve a Sly Cooper
I
game.
am on the area where it's supposed to be at the map, and it is not there.
I'm sure. I'm sure you are.
Brother, I am not. God. Oh, that's
I'm
fine.
trying to think of something. Oh, now I'd like to bring this up in a convo. Venom playable? Question mark.
Hope so. Found it.
Now,
Anyway,
okay.
hope so.
I'm gonna give you three options here. Three options to this. One, yes, he is. Just completely like like not like right away. You unlock it later.
Yeah.
Two, yes, but only for like a mission. Only like one or two missions. And three, just no.
I'm like half and half on no and yes, but like only for a couple missions. Or maybe
So
only
only
one
for you think so leaning on no and you
mission.
can
And
only do
yes,
it for
but
like
only for like
only for like two missions. Okay.
that's just like what I'm thinking because I just don't like. I feel like
Well,
Miles and
it's
Peter
not
are enough.
impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Miles and Peter are enough to play as in this game. I'm obviously gonna be playing as MJ probably
I
because
don't
I mean, well, there's another one in those predictions. I think we're gonna be playing as MJ because there's that part in the trailer where she's like hiding behind a door and Peter's like symbiotes out there.
okay, well here, I got another one for you.
She's gonna be hiding
I
from
think
Peter.
I think you're right, but I think it's only that one time. It's that
Oh, yeah.
one time. And
fair.
it makes you kind of look you're gonna play as Peter. Then it goes back to MJ and you're like hiding from him.
You imagine how like crazy that'd be you're hiding from him and he's like stalking the halls trying to look for you.
Yeah, and he's
Oh
like
my God, that'd be like scary.
he's like walking kind of like an alien kinda.
Oh,
Oh god, yeah, give me that, man.
I think someone's edging right now. It's
Yes,
that was a
me,
reference. And
me.
if no one's seen our
Yeah,
if
look
no one's
up
seen the stream, I'm cutting that.
look,
Oh,
you gotta use you can't just be all like someone's edging right now. No, yeah, go watch my second episode of my Marvel Spider-Man gameplay legacy run. Because there's a guy in the comments, he's like, I'm edging to this video right now. I was like, thanks.
thanks.
Thanks, man, appreciate it. I'm edging to that idea right now. Yeah, like that's what I'm betting on. You only play as her once, and it's that. Like, oh god, I can't imagine imagine it being dark. You have like that red lighting and all that.
Yeah.
And you see Peter like walking across like a hall, and he's like walking kind of like
MJ.
walking like a zombie or something. That'd be cool.
He's gonna have some kind of line. It's like MJ, I just want to talk or something.
Yeah, I just want to talk. Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, and especially like the eerie symbiote voice.
Yeah, and they got to make that thing so scary. Oh my God.
They need to make it like, yeah. I want to have it where, yeah, I don't want to be near them.
Yeah.
Yeah, make me uncomfortable as the player, please.
Exactly.
And I'd greatly appreciate it. Maybe where I don't even want to even like Spider-Man. I'm like, this guy's scary. Like, give me that.
I no longer like Spider-Man.
I don't think I want this costume anymore. Oh, I love that joke in Across the Spider. His Miles is like losing to the spot. And he's
Oh
like
yeah.
this little kid. He's like, I don't think I want this costume anymore. I love it. Trying to think of another one here. Harry, you think Harry's playable at all? Like, or I
That'd
don't
be
think
interesting.
so.
That'd be interesting though.
I can't imagine for what. Um, they said I know. Okay, I have an idea of how they could do it. Because here's the thing, I think they've completely cut out the whole you play as this, stealth mission like in the first game.
Mhm.
Instead, I think you have it where you're looking at people's perspectives, such as, for example, a great example, in fact, would be remember the Miles scene where he plays Miles when his dad gets like blown up and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like it'll be stuff like that where you see their perspective on it. There'll
I guess
be so. I'm sorry, what?
I'm just like sitting here thinking about this. Like we're talking about, I'm like, I cannot believe this game is like literally here.
I know. I remember when it was revealed. I had COVID at the time. I was sick,
Dang.
and I was just like, I remember they're all like just
You
2023,
know
and
what
I was
else
just
you
like,
had COVID during?
Green Lantern review.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's
I
that
remember.
feel?
I hate it. Darien, I'm sick. Well, hey Landon. I mean, we can't lose track of the episode.
You unfortunate.
Hey Landon. I have a little sneeze. We ain't gonna record this week.
That is not what happened.
That's
Okay.
practically what happens. It's practically. Um,
It's not what
it's not. I swear. You keep defending it. There has to be some type of truth to it. You should just laugh it off. But
I do
whatever.
laugh it off.
Yeah, you laugh it off, and you're all like, "It ain't true." I swear.
Jesus.
Now, so back to what I was saying. You have it where it's like their perspective. Like, let's say so we just talked about the Mary Jane mission. You don't the
Mhm.
only time you play as her is during that part, but you're seeing her perspective of what Peter looks like and what he's doing. And Peter looks so dang scary. You're trying to hide him like freaking Nemesis from Resident Evil. You know?
Doors. Yeah.
MJ. Then you got bring this up too into the convo. The scene where they're at the fair at what's it called? Coney Island.
Uh-huh.
Have a part where you play as Peter and Miles in that scene, but when stuff starts going down, have it where you switch to Harry and you're with MJ and and Harry has like no idea where Peter and Miles went, and then you see his perspective like Spider-Man go
That's-
like with Miles and Peter. I should probably say it like that. Miles and Peter, um, go on to fight, the guy, bad guys and all that.
Yeah.
Had and like his perspective on it. That's what I think they're gonna do. That's just way
That'd be
that's
pretty
just way
cool.
more interesting than what they
When
did
do
with
you
like
think
all that.
does Harry know prior to the game starting that Peter's Spider-Man?
I I know he knows at some point, but I don't know if he knows it prior.
I feel like I mean MJ knew it prior, right?
Yeah, oh, in the PS4 game, yes.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a stretch to say that Harry knew as well.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna act surprised if he does. Because I know when they were doing the it was like the on hands demo or whatever. They were like showing off gameplay, and
Mhm.
they had that whole scene. It was like with Peter and Harry, and
Yeah.
Peter. Peter's in the symbiote suit, and Harry's saying like Peter, talking to him like normal, say what he needs to do and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Uh,
That'd be interesting. I'm so excited for this game.
I am too. That's pretty much all the ones I'm trying to think of like one that's just like crazy. And
Think
it's just
they
like if this happens, like I'd lose my mind.
what's the game we think the game's gonna set up? Like, right, it's gonna have a post credit scene. The other two did.
Yes. Okay.
Green
So
Goblin.
yeah, that's the first thing that's going to come to everyone's mind. Anything goblin related. Um, Now I'll ask you this: you think they're going to do monster goblin, or you think they're going to do You think they're going to do like a suit?
Um I think honestly they'd probably go suit
Yeah.
because they always doing like tech related stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I want Monster Goblin.
You want monster? Okay. I'm a bit indifferent. I kind of want what do you call it? I want the suit.
Well, I think I'd be fine with both. Honestly, suit might be better. Monster is just like scarier to me. But I think in suit would be.
Yeah. Well,
I
man,
just don't
I'm
think.
cool. Well, I'm cool with like a mix of both.
You think Harry's gonna end up being Green Goblin?
No, I think Harry's gonna die.
I think we just got him back. Heck,
Yeah. If we're gonna go back to deaths in this game, I think Harry's gonna die.
I don't know. I don't think Norman would end up being. I don't know. He's just like. I mean, he's a bad guy, but he's like. He doesn't
Yeah,
seem
but
like
like
evil enough. Well, I guess that's how he's supposed to be. Maybe somehow gets.
he turns evil by he ends up losing his son, and maybe Lord knows loses like a bit of Oscorp.
Yeah,
You know, like Lord knows if like that whole Devil's Breath thing can't comes out.
that's true. How do you think he becomes Green Goblin? Like he's obviously got to go crazy somehow. Like in the
Uh,
movies, obviously it was like the what lab thing or whatever happened to
yeah,
that thing you got in. But
yeah.
how do you think they'll do it in?
I mean, honestly, I mean, it could just be him. Like him just straight up just being, I don't know, being pissed. And it ends up just being just him rather than like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like, I lost my son. That was everything to me. Type stuff.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
So I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna assume. Whom? I'm excited though.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the addictions I have. Predictions, not addictions. I am
I
addicted.
mean, yeah. I mean,
I am. um. So reviews come out Monday. I guess we'll do one last prediction here. What do you think the average score is going to be?
4s and 5s. No, I'm kidding.
More like 2s and 1s.
I think they're gonna be in the range from the worst is probably gonna be a 7. I'm thinking from somebody,
Yeah. So
but I think it'll be probably a lot of 8s, 8.5, 9s, 10s.
yeah. Okay. I get you.
Yeah.
I want to. I the fanboy in me just wants to say 10s across the board. Obviously, Lord knows. If that happens, that's great. I mean, that's great news for me because I don't look
I
like
mean, what did
a
the first one get?
first one got average of 8s, some couple 9s.
Okay,
I,
so I
I
feel
don't
like
think
this.
I don't think any of them. I don't think it ever really got a 10.
I
Oh
don't know. I think it could get a 10, possibly a few 10s.
yeah. We'll see if it got 10s. I'd be happy
Yeah.
because that just lets me know. You know, according to Xbox fanboys, because apparently Spider-Man's nowhere close to a 10, but Starfield was apparently supposed to be a 10. So we'll see what happens. And that you saw how that worked out.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm excited. We're gonna be filming our we're having a review, and we are going to be recording us picking up the game at the midnight launch. Um, don't know. We have a bunch of people there. Probably, I don't know. I don't know if we'll really talk to anyone unless they want to be on the camera.
I mean,
but
that's true.
but but I don't know. I will be dressing up. I guess.
I don't have
Darian,
anything to dress up in, so
I'll just give you. I'll just give you one of my billions of shirts I got of Spider-Man. Then
That's fair.
but yeah, I guess we're getting off here.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining us in this episode. Talked about a lot of stuff. But it is that time for us to go and get out of here. Let me figure out what we got to plug you guys on. Yeah, we got a fun little video dropping on Friday. If I can find the time to stop playing Spider-Man and edit it, release it. Happening Friday. Wednesday, we got our Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales reviews dropping. That's all in one episode. It's extra beef. So there's that. Our streams, Landon is playing through Spider-Man games. I'm playing through the Callisto Protocol, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And
Glad you're enjoying it, actually. I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah. That being said, though, if you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or on Instagram at the Comic Burrito _official. Or on Facebook, the Comic Burrito _official page. Or on Twitter at the CB Burrito. Capital C, capital B, and Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Currently not interactive on Twitter. Just due to me, for spoiler reasons, I've already seen enough of the game, and I saw one thing. It was with the whole movie suits, and not to mention the I saw something else. I can't remember what it was. Well, it doesn't matter. Good thing I did forget, I guess. It was nothing. I luckily have been no story.
I know you saw the start screen or like the press text.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it changes out a couple times, but I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler. But again, it's just something I don't really want to see. So I'm off Twitter, and I'm only answering personal DMs like such as Darian's and really close friends of mine. So so you ain't gonna get me today.
Hey, you're lucky. You're lucky I was on Twitter. I wouldn't have got the notification about us getting those tickets.
Yeah. There's no way. I could have done it. I deleted Twitter, but now I'm back on it. But because my idiot friend didn't listen to my request. Like, hey, if you're gonna message me, don't do it on Twitter. But of course he didn't listen. I don't know why he didn't, but whatever. But yeah, it's time to wrap this up.
Yes. So with that, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, and we will see you all on Wednesday for the Extra Beef episode. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!